Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Quandry from Zentangle. All right, this is one of those that I have looked at for some time and have just kind of put off giving it a try. And I decided, all right, maybe once a week I have to do at least one of these that it's like, that I have to, hold my breath a little bit and just do it. All right. Reason being is when I see something that doesn't have a foundation, that's the best way I can explain it. So that's why I love grid patterns, things like that, because it's like, oh, I do this, and I don't know, it's not free form, and so I just keep working on it. And if you are in the same boat, either way, just keep working at it. We'll all get there at some point. All right, so this one starts. This is all seed shapes, and it is interesting. And I found I always look to find ways to either create or in my mind make it the foundation. And so this one I'm like, oh no, it also pays to like just actually take a look at things. Okay, so here's the seed shape, and I'm going to draw these a bit big. It's a curved line going one direction, curved line going the opposite direction, and you can see it kind of looks like a piece of rice. All right, so it's like, okay, one just somewhere on the page, I can do that. Here's where here's where my brain went, and this helped. And thinking, if you've done the Tangle Tripoli, it's kind of similar, but here's what I did. And if you haven't, I do believe I have a video on that one. I'm going to double check. I'm pretty sure I do. All right. The next step is we're going to create the rice shapes in a triangle form. So what I'm going to do is, and have a little bit of space in between. So I am doing my curve line. So starting a little bit of ways away, I'm eyeballing this, okay, the middle of this rice shape. So that way I can see the triangle kind of in my head. All right. And you can see, then the last step is easy. It's just that second one. And, it's one of those where it's almost like you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a tangle by its picture. You really have to go and look at the step outs. And because there are some tangles, right, that are, they look harder than they really are. I love those. I'm going to have to make a category on my website that's called just that, or on the, make a category even on YouTube. I've thought about that. I was like, you know what? I really need to, because it's so true. And this is kind of, it's like I said, when I looked at the step outs, I'm like, oh, okay, well, we start with a triangle of rice shapes. I can do that and then grow from there. So then just focusing on, pick one piece of rice, one seed, and in the same thing. So we have one already, and then so just doing the second one. And again, I'm eyeballing to kind of get this angle right. And then, I just have to fill in. And if you work to keep this distance, it's pretty good. All right. And then you can just keep adding. I forgot what was it? No, it is Tripoli that's like this, because I had that. You're just doing straight lines, and I always had a trouble with that one as well until I think it was at my CZT training, and talking through it and just saying, oh, well, just aura a line and then do this, and then then it just makes it easier. So and I appreciate when some of you have messaged and said that it made something easier by talking through it. All right. And now if you notice, and I wasn't even planning on making this complete like that. Gosh, I love that. So if and you know what, these aren't even anywhere near like perfect. They're different sizes. They're close in They're close in their width, sort of, but you can see they're all different sizes. And if you do them, if you're kind of careful, you create this flower of life like image. So it has six petals, and it creates this nice shape. Or, it's like if you ever played the game Trivial Pursuit, right? And you have all of these little triangles. Anyway, I digress. But you can just keep going with this as long as you want. Don't and maybe I wasn't worried about creating that shape. So maybe try, just focus in on the one step at a time. That's the thing about Zentangle. That's also what makes it a meditation exercise or a mindfulness exercise, because we are just focusing on the step at the moment. And it's picking one seed, putting one at an angle, again, just eyeballing, and then filling in the other one so it kind of looks like a triangle. And then just not worrying about it. And, trying to keep a similar distance. As you can see, mine aren't necessarily, they're close. They're close. And, and in Zentangle, yes, close will win you the cigar, right? And it's just fun. And so what's neat is, as you keep going, then that, flower of life shape can then change. And I kept trying to fit these in, and actually, well, no, in my step out, well, no. Well, now all of a sudden it looks better when I went back and looked at it just now. Okay, so never mind that. I kept feeling like I had to put this in without worrying if it lined up or not, to try to get it. But you know what? This is so much better. Just don't worry about it. And again, this is a perfect tangle if you are using Zentangle for the meditative aspects of it. You know what? And then sometimes if it doesn't line up, then same thing. Just don't worry about it. It's all okay. It all see, yeah. It just all works out in the end. And then what's neat is that you might surprise yourself at the end. Oh, look at how neat that is. Now this could fill in a shape. So if you're doing a traditional style, as we would do, in the method for that meditation aspect, and you do a string, this could fill in a section, or you could just do like this and just start somewhere and see where it goes. And and as you notice, I keep flipping because I'm deciding to do oh, I think I need to do this seat over here. I'm not trying to do anything except for just continue until I feel like I'm done. And so I encourage you to do that with this tangle. Just do it until you feel like it's done. That's why I'm looking to see, well, I need something over in this space. And so then I will add one. And focusing in on them in threes. So that's all you're looking at. So if I'm going to add one here, I am only focusing in on making, this is the base, or one side of the triangle, whichever way you want to think of it, and then filling in the other two. And if that's all you need to end up focusing on, and it will turn out gorgeous. And on top of it, you get the meditative, mindful benefit, the relaxation that a lot of us use Zentangle for. And whatever you want to call it done, it can be done. All right, so shading on this one, of course you don't have to shade. You can also, in my step out, and also if you look at the For More Inspiration link, that will take you to the Zentangle newsletter, where from when this was announced. I decided to do the same thing that they did and shade the whole outside. And you know what? And I'll do that here. And so this is what's kind of fun too, is that we're gonna find out what shape that we made here, because I'm putting graphite. I'm making, so this is like a reverse string. I'm making the shape out of what I did here with the petals or the seeds. Okay. And then I have a second thought that I might try on the inside also. You can also, I mean, if you want to have fun with color, you can have fun with color on this and color each one. You can have fun because I know I'm going to see it on our uh, Tangle Addicts Facebook group. I know I'm going to see at least one that turns these, makes them shiny, turns them into, gems or shiny seeds with some color, and I know it's going to be fantastic. So you can have fun with it from there, whatever you want to do. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here too and just say, you do what you want to do. Don't worry. If it helps you like it helps me, I like to replicate what I see, and then it's fun to have fun. But don't feel like you have to do anything other than like I said, when you think you're done, you're done. So here's what I wanted to try. I'm just going to put a little bit of graphite. I'm using what's left on the tortillon where I can see some of these where they converge. And you know what? Every once in a while, too, it is good to just use what's on the tortillon. So that way you can use them until they really fall apart. Oh, see, that looks... Oops, I missed one. That looks kind of neat. And then you have to look somewhere else because I didn't see that. Yeah. Now, some of the other things that we have done with the seed shape, because this also somewhat looks like the Tangle Fife. Fife starts with little dots. I dare say like a dot grid, and then we put the seeds in. And if this makes you, if this poses a challenge to you, I believe I have a video on Fife. I'm going to double check, and if not, maybe it'll be tomorrow's. No, I'm pretty sure I do. But one thing that we have done with that is we would shade up, about a third of the way in on either side, and it makes it look shiny. So that's something else that if you wanted to do, completely up to you. I just kind of like adding just that little bit of roundness in there. It's fun. It's not too much with the perimeter shaded. So there's a couple thoughts. You could do, one of them, both of them, none of them. It's all okay. All right. So that was fun, and it's like, yes, I've conquered, or I'm moving forward on my steps of being more comfortable and more comfortable with tangles that are more of a free form in nature. So if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you did, would love to have a thumbs up on it. Feel free to share it, and if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, I would love to have you be a subscriber. Remember that in the description section are the step outs, and then below that, ways to connect with me, because if you like my goofy style, and you'd like to, maybe you've never taken an online class, I would love to have you join me. I do free sessions on Thursdays, and I'm in Michigan, so it depends on where you're at as to the time and really end the day, because I do them at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. my time. So, and we have people from all over that join us. And I say that because we have some from places where they come to the PM session and it's really tomorrow where they're at compared to where I'm at. And it's just really fun. So we have a great community that we've built up over the last couple years. Super supportive, super fun, and we create just lovely art together. So, and enjoy the Zentangle method. All right. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.